Imagine standing in a crowded room full of men. Everyone talks, laughs, scrolls their phones, tries to look important, but your eyes quickly spot something. You can tell instantly who is average and who is built differently. Not because of clothes, not because of money, not even because of status. It's the habits. The quiet, invisible routines that shape men into something unshakable. Average men waste their lives in the shallow. Strong men, they choose differently. And today, I'll reveal 5 habits that instantly separate you from the herd. If you stay until the end, I'll also share the mindset shift that locks these habits into your identity forever. Don't just watch. Use this, because the gap between average and great is smaller than you think, but it is decided daily by the choices you make. And if this message resonates with you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And if you want to walk this path of strength, clarity, and unbreakable discipline with me, subscribe to Anonymous Achiever, because this is not just a channel, it is a forge. And together we build the men who refuse to live and die average. Now let's begin. First, strong men master the habit of controlled response. Average men react to everything: traffic, insults, setbacks, even small inconveniences. Their emotions run them like strings on a puppet. But strong men pause. They let the initial spark of anger or fear burn out before choosing their action. Psychology calls this the power of delayed response, the ability of the prefrontal cortex to override the amygdala's chaos. The Stoics lived by this. Epictetus reminded, "It's not what happens to you but how you react to it that matters." The strong man builds this into habit. He knows that real strength is not loud, not reactive, but measured. When the average man curses the rain, the strong man sees an opportunity to train his discipline. When the average man shouts back at disrespect, the strong man keeps his calm and owns the room. This one habit alone makes you magnetic, because people instinctively respect the man who is not moved by storms. Second, strong men live by intentional solitude. Average men run from silence. They drown every quiet moment with noise, endless scrolling, gossip, meaningless chatter. But strong men carve out time to be alone, not as an escape, but as a forge. They journal, reflect, and train their mind in stillness. Marcus Aurelius, a ruler of Rome with the weight of an empire on his shoulders, wrote nightly in his private journal, not for applause, but for clarity. Modern psychology proves the same. Solitude sharpens focus, strengthens self-awareness, and deepens decision-making. While the average man fears being alone with his thoughts, the strong man welcomes it. Because he knows a man who cannot sit with himself will always be a slave to distractions. Solitude is where you build your core, and when you return from it, people feel the difference. You don't just speak, you speak with weight. Third, strong men commit to physical discipline. The average man negotiates with laziness. He hits snooze, he eats what's convenient, he lets his body decay and then wonders why his mind feels weak. But strong men treat their body as their first fortress. Daily movement, consistent training, disciplined fuel. Seneca once said, "A man cannot be wise if he is not also healthy." Modern neuroscience agrees. Exercise increases neuroplasticity, strengthens willpower, and reduces anxiety. This is not about vanity or chasing six-pack abs. It's about proving to yourself every day that you can command your body instead of being enslaved by comfort. The average man waits for motivation. The strong man shows up regardless of feeling. That discipline, visible in the way he walks, sits, and breathes, silently separates him from the crowd. Because strength cannot be faked, it is carved daily. Fourth, strong men practice brutal focus on priorities. The average man spreads himself thin. He tries to chase every shiny opportunity, every distraction, every fleeting pleasure. He starts many things, finishes none, but strong men cut ruthlessly. They ask what actually matters, and then guard their energy like a king guards his throne. This is the Stoic art of essentialism, removing what does not serve your highest purpose. Marcus Aurelius warned, if you seek tranquility, do less. Not nothing, just less of what is trivial. Science confirms this. Focused work in deep flow states produces results that scattered effort never can. Strong men don't brag about being busy. They align with what matters and let the rest die. And because of this, while the average man looks busy, the strong man builds legacies. Fifth, strong men practice the habit of speaking with precision. Average men waste words. They gossip, They exaggerate, they say things without meaning them. Their speech is cheap, and so is their respect. But strong men weigh their words. They speak less, but each word carries force. The Stoics taught this relentlessly. Zeno warned his students, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we may listen twice as much as we speak." Modern psychology calls this linguistic power, the ability of precise language to influence and command. The strong man doesn't need to shout. His silence builds tension, his words resolve it, and people lean in. Because in a world of noise, the man of deliberate speech is unforgettable. Now here's the truth. These 5 habits, controlled response, intentional solitude, physical discipline, ruthless focus, and precise speech, are not tricks. They are daily disciplines. Habits that carve you from within until you are no longer like the average. The difference shows. People may not articulate it, but they feel it. You walk into a room and something shifts. You become the man others respect, even before you open your mouth. But here's the catch. Knowing these habits is not enough. Many will hear them and nod, but return to the comfort of average. Only a few will decide today to adopt them, and that decision is everything. Because respect is not something you demand, it is something you become. So here's your challenge. Pick just one of these 5 habits and begin it today. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. Watch how it changes you. And once it becomes part of you, add another. Slowly, without drama, without announcement, you will become the man who cannot be ignored. What are your views on this? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I will personally read all of your comments. And if you seriously want to level up in life, don't forget to show some love by hitting the like and subscribe button. Stay strong. Until next time.